each other, the way they communicate with each other, and more so leveraging their success to bring about a social transformation for people everywhere. Mr. Ma, you very kindly invited us to your headquarters today. May we now invite you in return to come onto the stage to share a few words. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jack Ma, Executive Chairman of Alibaba.
Excellencies and distinguished guests and our business guys. Thank you very much. Today, I think it's a very important day for global shoppers. It's a very important day for 500 million Chinese online shoppers, because today is the day called Holy E-Day. Well, it's such an amazing event, and it's such an amazing nation that we can put on the internet today and let people enjoy it. Holland to me is a nation that can make things impossible possible. And people say that Holland is a nation that loves to take the challenges and loves to try the new things, and is a nation of innovation. And Alibaba is a nation, is also a company loves to take challenge, loves to innovate, and loves to try the new things. And Holland makes so many things that in this world that nobody have ever can imagine. We know that Holland is a people in Chinese, I don't know, it's like a nation under the sea level. It's impossible to have that much land, but you make a mission impossible happen. And Holland, with the location of the Holland, it's impossible to make Holland that a nation of the second largest agricultural country in the world, which with excellent quality. And you made all these things possible. And I think Holland also is a nation that has the first globalized company in 16th century, in 17th century. This is amazing. And Alibaba in the past 16 years, everybody said the dream we had in the apartment 8 for 18 people is mission impossible. But we made it possible that gathered over 500 million online shoppers. And the members, active buyers every day, we have 367 million active buyers. And that buyers number is bigger than the US population today. And we also have like 5 businesses that grow so fast: the e-commerce, the financing, the logistics, the cloud, and the cross-border trading. And this is, we believe, happened in 16 years. In the next 16 years, these things will happen much more. And every day, we have more than 120 million people shopping on our site. And the other thing is the 11/11 shopping day. Last year, for the first minute, we have 17 million people come in for the first and second. And our payment today is bigger than MasterCard, and very soon will probably be bigger than Visa card globally. So this is how we think. If we're working together, if we rely on the young people, if we have an optimistic attitude to the future, everything could be possible. So in the future, we think there are a lot of impossible things could be possible. We believe, you see, today over 46% of the luxury products in the world are bought by Chinese people. And over 100 million people shopping or traveling outside China every year. This is a huge nation. 100 million people traveling outside China every year. And we think China has over 300 million middle class today. But their buying capability is still pretty low. We think in the next 10 to 20 years, China is going to have 500 million people will be middle class. The buying capability is huge, and China with today's economy must change from exporting to importing. China must change from infrastructure exporting focus on domestic consumption focus. This is what China today is working on that, and I think it will be great. And Alibaba have another impossible things that will be possible. We want to make it possible. That is, we try to follow the China one road, one belt, plus one web, one internet. How we can making sure that in the future there is a WTO called EWTO, helping small business sell things cross board, helping farmers sell things across the board. We believe the past 20 years, WTO was a negotiation of the government and business follow. In the future, the EWTO should be a negotiation of the business and the government support. We should not have the bureaucratics. We should be making sure that small business can benefit, farmers can benefit. And we believe this can be possible if we work hard together. And I think this today, the 11/11 day, will be a wonderful day for our Chinese consumers because the Holy Day is going to bring wonderful products to China, to the users. And people say, yesterday, my colleagues asked me, Jack, do you know what the things that we Chinese expect Holland? And I said, what? He said, we respect Holland people have a high tallest generation in the whole world. And I say, so? He said, we love the milk powder because they drink wonderful milk powders there. They make people long and tall. And they believe Holland is a nation of romance, very romantic. People have a happy life. I said, you see, she said, do you know why? I said, what? She said, flowers. We want to import more flowers. We want to buy more tulips, red, the blue roses. Those kind of innovative things coming to China that will make China people also romantic and lovely. So these we want, and we hope 11/11 Day we can sell more Holland products, make Chinese people feel happy and romantic. So this is what we think, and I think internet is the opportunity for any nation, for any business, whether you're big or small, whether China or Holland or Africa. This is the free rights, and this is, we believe, internet is the human rights, is the freedom of any people. So I prefer Your Majesty's word that we cannot create happiness, but we can create the environment of happiness. And we believe that we can never be young all the time, but we can create the opportunity environment for young people to take benefit of the future. And this is what we are, and again, I want to say thank you, Majesty, thank you, delegation, for coming to China and giving Alibaba this opportunity to serve, to work with young people and small business. And we promise we will do anything we can to making sure this Holy Day will be successful. Everything has a good beginning. It's just a beginning day. Thank you very much.
Well, Mr. Ma promised that he would do anything to make it a real Holland Day, so he changed the entire company to orange for today. Not quite, but it's a beautiful symbolism and a natural synergy that brings them together. Well, it's one thing to try and understand cross-border e-commerce in principle, quite another to experience it through first-hand witnesses who are